In days 3 through 5, I had some major breakthroughs with meditation. I found clarity on some decisions I was weighing between. I also got more clarity about who I am as a person, what I value and what I don't. So I woke up on day 3 and first thing I did, I went on my phone, even though probably shouldn't, I did, because I made a TikTok the night before. And I haven't made a TikTok in about 3-4 days because I just wanted to focus on YouTube. But that was one of the things I was debating. Should I only focus on YouTube? Should I try and do both? Which one do I like? Which one has the best bang for its buck? So I decided to make a TikTok. I opened the app and I noticed I had, which for me with only 30 followers, I had 1,000 views on something overnight. And I got really excited and I went straight into meditation. Immediately when I felt excited, I was like, okay, let me meditate on this. And one of the biggest things I realized was I spent so many years almost suppressing my excitement because I felt like I always had to be calm or collected and peaceful because I've read so much about spiritual teachings. And I had this vision of what the Buddha appears to be like and what other avatars, spiritual avatars, appeared to be like. And I had this vision of them always being calm, not getting too excited, and obviously never feeling low or depressed. So I almost I felt that excitement. I was like, no, I have to almost tame this. I have to silence this a bit. I have to get recentered. And what I realized, this wasn't healthy. This is what I actually struggled with for meditation on day 3. It was should I not be excited and should I not value the views? Am I getting too wrapped up in views? And I had kind of an off meditation for the first 10 minutes. And after the first 10 minutes, I felt like I wasn't done. So I set another timer and I continued the meditation. And what was interesting is by just kind of letting my emotions happen, I got more clarity about who I am and what I care about, and that the excitement that TikTok gave me is actually really positive. But after the second 10-minute timer, I still felt like I wasn't done. So I set another one and another 10-minute timer, and I meditated for 30 minutes, which is crazy. If you would have told me I would have done that years ago or even a week ago, I would have thought you were absolutely crazy. Meditating for 30 minutes, I mean, it's recommended through this challenge to meditate an hour. If you can have a session for an hour, a 1-hour session, that's supposed to be the best and reap the best benefits. But an hour seems too long for me personally, especially when I'm busy. Again, that's an excuse. I spend a lot of time watching reality TV. I'm on my phone a lot. So I could do an hour. It just scared me to do an hour. And the biggest takeaway that I got, and I kind of still meditated in day 4 on particular questions I had in my last video, which is, what type of content do I want to make? What platform should I use? And what do I value? So I'm starting to lean more towards shorter, straight to the point YouTube videos, because I feel like that's what I would enjoy, or that's what I would enjoy making, something that's very detailed, something that's straight to the point. I hate fluff videos. I hate when people just are kind of dicking around in their videos and they don't just offer that value. And I realize I'm probably going to go back to doing that because the last couple weeks I've been doing longer videos, just kind of hitting play, having maybe a couple bullet points and free flowing. I really like that, but I don't know if that's best for where I'm at right now as a speaker. So I realize I'm going to do shorter videos moving forward. And I am going to incorporate TikTok because that really did genuinely excite me. What's great about TikTok, you can really segment your points and structure your little clip, and it could really have a lot of value in a short amount of time. And that's how I kind of like structuring my content, just having a hook or an intro, a couple points, and just really nailing it out. I kind of enjoy writing out a mini script for TikTok and just repeating it over and over again. I feel like I'm playing basketball or lifting weights, and I'm just perfecting my form when I'm shooting when it comes to TikTok. So in day 4, I came to realize that I do care about views. I do care about approval and being noticed and being recognized. And for so long, I judged myself for this. It was like, oh, you shouldn't do it for the followers or recognition, but tell that to an actor. Tell that to a musician who wants to sell out crowds. You know, I'm becoming more clear on what excites me, and it does excite me to have a bigger following because, yes, of the following, I can make money from the following, but also the impact. I know if people are following me, that means I'm helping them and I'm being impactful. So I realize I do care about the views and the subscribers. Also, that's part of the job. If you're in content creation, you have to see what's working. And I'm realizing I like the game of that. I like seeing and experimenting what's working content-wise. And on day 5, I kind of went deeper with this. So I asked myself, because in YouTube, it's such a big head fuck a little bit, because you can put a lot of effort into a video and get 0 views, but on TikTok, you can put a quarter of the effort and get way more views, subscribers. So with YouTube, I was like, you know what? I really need to either focus on the algorithm to get the best bang for my buck, or just make videos I want to make and be authentic. And I realized this is a debate, the debate of doing something that's popular versus doing something that's authentic. And this is something I see musicians struggle with a lot. So my favorite artist and idol all time is Eminem, and he always talks about if he were to make the music he wants, it wouldn't be popular, and his fans wouldn't like that, and the media doesn't like that. But if he were to make music that was popular, he doesn't like it as much, even though it resonates with the crowd. But Eminem has gotten clear, I think, in the last couple years after one of his albums flopped in 2017. What was that album? That was Revival. So Revival did horrible compared to all of his other albums. But Revival had a lot of great messages in there, a lot of political messages, and it just didn't resonate with his audience or an audience in general. And it's also not what people want nowadays in a hip hop. They want fun, they want someone who could just rap and talk shit. And when Eminem came out with Kamikaze as almost the rebuttal to Revival, going back at haters, I mean, that album was so popular, and that's personally the Eminem I like. The one who's gonna have the one-liners, the punchlines, and is gonna talk shit. And I think he's realizing he cares more about being the most popular and being known as the best. And the only way to do that is being #1 in the charts, selling albums, selling out concerts. And when Eminem was at his top, he was doing all of that. So I think he realized he's also going more of the pop or what's popular right now in music instead of being authentic. And I think I'm going in that same route. I think I'm going to study the algorithm a little more. There's some things I'm not going to budge, or I'm probably never going to be good at, even though I should try, and it's thumbnails. So I don't know if my thumbnails aren't good enough, and it's more that I'm researching, and I don't know if taking a screenshot and the way I'm doing them now is good enough, but I see people with worse thumbnails doing well. So something I'm going to experiment with, and I'll give you an update on that. And that's pretty much it for days 3, 4, and 5 of the 100-day meditation challenge. I highly encourage you, if you're thinking about meditating, to do it, because you're just gonna get so much clarity about who you are, what you want. And to me, self-connection and authenticity is more important than anything else, because once you're aligned with yourself, everything else is kind of just laid out for you. Paths become clearer once you know who you are and what you want and what you value. Your value determines your goals and your actions. I also realize that I value my aesthetic over the pleasure of food. So many of my friends are just like, screw it, eat whatever you want. And that's not like me at all. I really value how I look. So I eat healthier foods, and I also value my health in general. So I work out, do yoga, and eat really healthy. So I realize if I'm being my truest self, I care more about my health and aesthetic than pizza, burgers, or pleasurable food. And to me, it doesn't feel like a sacrifice. So again, I think meditation is great just to help you become your highest self. Again, hope this helped. Meditating if you haven't, let me know how it goes, and until next time.